Hi everybody. I recently started posting my own videos on YouTube. The reason is because when I've shared articles, sometimes they don't express my true opinions. So what I like to do here is to clarify and share with you some of my opinions. The deep state. What is the deep state? The word they used to use for the deep state is government corruption. That's what they used to call it. Now they call it the deep state. What do they mean? Well, corruption, government corruption, is so wide now. And that's why they call it the deep state, because the corruption is so deep that you can no longer associate it with a political party or with a particular issue, but it's bigger than either the left or the right. And that's what they mean by the deep state. Now, sometimes there's a lot of confusion about it because some people think that some are under the influence of the deep state or government corruption, while others are not. Well, everybody in government at this time is corrupted in some way. And that's my opinion. It doesn't matter who we're talking about or what the politician that you're referring. Government corruption is widespread. A misconception people have about what they call the deep state is they think it's some kind of conspiracy, something that there's a certain group of people that sort of mastermind everything that we see going on and what is happening today. The reality is there's a whole bunch of different groups of people that are doing the masterminding, and they don't agree, and sometimes are even at war with each other. So some of the deep state, you might say, that Donald Trump operates under, may be a different deep state than that of Hillary Clinton or even Bernie Sanders. They all have certain degree of loyalties to different groups that have special interests that hold power over them. And so they don't really debate the issues in the way they need to be discussed for people to be able to make these decisions and for us to come to a consensus. That's why they're always putting the other at blame for whatever is going on. You see this in Bernie Sanders is the great example. He always seems to point the fingers at the wrong people, and then he assumes that he's not part of the problem. Besides that, let's talk about something else a little bit. Besides the deep state. Corporate media. What is the truth about corporate media? You have to promote an opinion. You have to say it over and over and over again for people to buy. And so without selling and pitching opinions, you can't really create a following. That's why I don't particularly care if I have a large following, because I don't want to just rant here on YouTube. That's nothing against that, but I want to have a diversity of opinions, and I want people to share their opinions with me, and I want to let you know that I'm listening, and I'm interested in what you have to say. And so that's a conversation. But mostly what we see in the media are just people selling their point of view and not really interacting with anyone else. And so that's all corporate driven.